So I know how much you guys love the cheapie videos. Hell, I love making the cheapie videos. I've got a lot of cheapies, and I've got a lot of cheapies that work really well in the fall and autumn season. So today I figured, hey, let's cover 10 more cheap fall fragrances that I think are worth your attention. Stay tuned. With this first one is a release from 2019, and if you're a fan of lavender or the Boss Bottled line as a whole, you'll be a fan of Boss Bottled Infinite. Did a full review towards the beginning of this past year with it. It's good stuff, it really is. This is some really, really good stuff. I'm gonna spray it one more time. Lavender, olive tree, a little bit of the Boss Bottled DNA. It's not real heavy. It's one of those things that it kind of veers off and does its own thing slightly and doesn't really make itself a true direct flanker of the original. Like I said, you'll smell a little bit of the DNA, apple and stuff like that, but it smells like its own thing in my opinion, mainly because of the heavy lavender and that olive tree note, which are extremely prominent. The color of the juice is perfect, being purple like this, and it's one that you can get for under $40 from discounters all over online, usually in the mid-30s for a 100 ml bottle like this. It got to cheapy territory pretty quickly. Decent performer, and it smells great. It's worth checking out in my opinion, especially for this time of year. That's Boss Bottled Infinite. Next is actually a new independent house that's making some pretty good fragrances that I think you should check out. And if you're a fan of the cactus note, which is kind of a rarity in perfumery, then you'll like 623 from Icon de Parfum. You see that beautiful green juice? This is some really, really good stuff that not a lot of people know about. Juicy, watery, cactus, fresh, spicy. It's a beautiful scent. Like I said, not everybody has heard about this one. Obviously, I'll have it linked down below so you can check out Icon de Parfum. They do offer 4 fragrances. And this is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best for this time of year. It maintains a freshness, but still has kind of a fresh, spicy quality to it. Really, really green, as by the color of the juice and the main note being the cactus. It really just fits well with spring and fall. And with it being the fall season where we have some warm days, we have some cool days, 623 from Icon de Parfum will do the trick. It's very grab and go, strong performer, doesn't smell like everything else. Next is one that I haven't talked about in quite a while. I'm guilty of forgetting, not really forgetting I have it, but overlooking it and not wearing it enough, and that's about to change. Sprayed it early and smelled it when I was getting everything together for this video, and I forgot how much I enjoy this. From English Laundry, Oxford Bleu. Actually kind of a little bit more of a matured version of Versace Eros, if you will. It's that vanilla mint type of stuff that I enjoy. This is from the Coffret that they offer, the little small 4-packs. You can see the juice level. The 4-packs of the 20 mLs. Do yourself a favor when you're looking for these at the rack stores. Look for the full box presentations when it comes to English Laundry. That's the older style ones that still perform. The loose bottles that are on the shelves at Marshall's and TJ Maxx and places like that, if you're okay with weak performance, for $12.99 it's hard to beat. But if you're looking for the ones that have strong performance, look for the full box presentation ones and the gift sets and stuff like that. Those for some reason just perform differently, and the same thing goes for this. This is an 8 to 10 hour performer on my skin. Pretty good projection for about 2.5 to 3 hours. It's actually bordering beast mode, in kind of the beast mode territory as far as the older batches anyways. And that's Oxford Bleu from English Laundry. You know we have to have an Aventus type of fragrance on here, and this is a relatively new release that is turning up at Burlington already. I've been seeing people post in TLTG Reviews Fragrance Lounge on Facebook, which link down below in the link tree if you'd like to join. Black Walnut Legend, Banana Republic. People have been finding them at Burlington for around 20 bucks. And I'll tell you what, for 20 bucks, this is a damn good fragrance to have. It's a very good representation of the Aventus DNA. Does it smell exactly like Aventus, one for one? No. But you can tell they were going for Aventus with this one. And it's a damn good version of it. Solid performer, Not really long lasting, but not weak at the same time. It's definitely got decent longevity and a decent projection and sillage, and it smells fantastic. It really does. I actually did a little Aventus battle between this Club de Nuit Intense Man and Insurrection Pure 2 not that long ago. I'll actually put that video right here if you want to check it out, because this is a little bit higher quality than Club de Nuit Intense Man. It doesn't perform as well, and it's not as smoky. This is just a little bit higher quality. But it's definitely one worth checking out, especially if you can come across this for 20 bucks at Burlington. It's pretty much a must-buy if you don't have a ton of other things that smell like Aventus. If you like amber, this is arguably the best amber fragrance on the market. My opinion, of course. And it's from Happyland Studio. It's Amberland. This stuff is beautiful. There is a little bit of an undertone of sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. But it's definitely extremely amber, hence the name. And it's a beast. This is a beast mode fragrance, as are everything from Happyland Studio. I mean, there's the banner right there. EJ doesn't do weak performers. They're all extrait de parfum. They're all very long lasting, and they all project heavy. And you saw that big monstrous spray. You don't need many. Oh man, but it smells so good. Compliment factor is high. Definitely not one I would wear when it's extremely hot, but in the fall, whew, shines in the fall. Cooler days, slightly warm days that aren't too hot, evenings, dates, events, work, you name it. It's versatile for the fall season, and it's a beast. That's Happyland, Amberland. Now you can find 100 milliliter bottles in the mid-20s, 50 mLs like this for around 20, and it's cheaper than getting a Zara Wanted. It's cheaper than getting Spice Bomb Night Vision, the EDT. It's Davidoff Run Wild. Been a little while since I've talked about this one. This is a beautiful Invictus-y bubblegum opening with a spicy dry down, cinnamon, stuff like that. You're gonna get all those wonderful things. This smells like a Zara Wanted and Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT, but for a fraction of the price. And look, a Zara Wanted could technically make this list because it's not really that expensive from discounters. This is just half of that, you know, or a little bit above half of that, you know, and I want to go with the best value for you guys when it comes to these cheapy videos. And in my opinion, yes, Zara Wanted's great, but this smells just like it for a fraction of the price. Performs decent, 6 to 7 hours. Not mind-blowing, but I mean, hell, for 20 bucks. That's hard to beat. It's a decent quality smell. I think Davidoff did a great job with this one. I actually thoroughly enjoy this one. You can wear this one year-round if you like. Just be easy in the heat, easy on the sprays in the heat, and dial up the sprays a little bit more in the cold weather. But it's perfect for listen to me. Perfect for spring and fall, in my opinion. Definitely check this one out if you haven't already. It's cheap, and it's absolutely worth having. That's Davidoff Run Wild. Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. The red bottle, not the EDP, the clear bottle with the red label. So this is much richer, much sweeter. And it's very, very expensive. Even from discounters, it's very, very expensive. Best version I've ever smelled, just me, I haven't smelled them all, but I've smelled a lot of them. Best version I've ever smelled is Red Sapphire from Samy Andraus Fragrances. You know I enjoy my Samy Andraus fragrances. I don't enjoy all of them. Not everything he does is a home run, but Blue Sapphire and Red Sapphire, my two favorites. God, this smells good. Just like I say Blue Sapphire is a must-have, Red Sapphire is too. If you're just looking for two to get from him, get Red and Blue Sapphire. Great for the fall. Beast mode performer. Smells incredible. Just beware, fellas. Your lady might steal sprays from you because this is a very unisex fragrance. And when she smells it, she may want it for herself. But it's definitely worth having. It's right around 25 bucks for this 30 ml. You don't need many sprays. You can get away with 3 sprays. It projects. It lasts long. It smells just like Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. Get your hands on this fall. A men's product brand that I haven't spoken about much lately. When my winter cheapie list rolls around, Spice and Black Vanilla will be making a return in that list because in my opinion that's the best fragrance from Cremo. But for the fall, Bourbon and Oak is pretty tough to beat. $22.99 will get you a 100 milliliter bottle. You can get other products of the same scent DNA, the exfoliating body bars, which I have used. You can get the shower gels. There's all kinds of products with this scent from Cremo to help you layer if you like it. It's very woody and it's a little spicy. And it's got a nice little bourbon whiskey sweetness to it. It's a beautiful fragrance. It really is. I did a full review at the beginning of the year on this one. This is absolutely worth having if you're looking for something cheap that's going to perform pretty well for you, that's readily available at Target and places like that, that you can just go scoop it up and you're good to go. These are kind of hidden gem. They got a little hype early in the year, late last year, but not a whole lot of people have been talking about them much. Ice, Citron, and Driftwood came out. That was the last little bit of fame that Cremo fragrances were getting. But don't forget about the ones that have been on the market for a while. Bourbon and Oak is definitely worth owning and a fantastic cheap fragrance for the fall season. We definitely have our share of beast performing fragrances. This was just featured in my cheap beast mode fragrances for fall video, which if you haven't checked that one out yet, put it right there for you. It's actually in the thumbnail. Hugo Man Extreme. This stuff is potent, and I've been really digging this one. If you like them green, you'll like Hugo Man Extreme. I'm telling you, very, very green, very herbaceous. Reminds me of a slightly fresher version of Eternity EDP from Calvin Klein, which those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you know how much I enjoy Eternity EDP. It's a great spring and fall fragrance, and this is too. This actually performs a little bit better than that one and has a little bit more freshness from that apple up top. I was thinking it was a cypress note that I was getting upon my first impressions video when I did my Marshall's hunt recently and picked this one up, and it was actually some fir balsam mixing with that synthetic apple note, giving me that very, very green herbal smell that kind of gives the same smell of EDP, Eternity EDP. 30 bucks will get you a 100 ml like this. Definitely all over that cheapy territory. You can get this online for about the same price. It's very easy to get a hold of and very overlooked from what I can tell. Check it out this fall. If you're looking for something different, it doesn't smell exactly like the original, but it does maintain the original Hugo's DNA, and it's just a much more extreme version, as the name would lead you to believe. Hugo Man Extreme. And last but most certainly not least, this has been featured to death over the years, and for good reason. It's La Nuit de l'Homme on a budget, essentially. Is it exactly the same? No, but you can tell it was inspired by it, and this is the route they were going. It's from Salvatore Ferragamo. It is F Black. Pretty solid performer, on my skin anyways. That pepper, the lavender, there's some sweetness. It's a good fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful scent trail. Will give you a similar reaction from the ladies that La Nuit de l'Homme will. That's why this was so popular. It's why it's still so popular. And that's why so many people have talked about it and so many wear it. Because 20 bucks will get you a 50 ml easily. Right over 20 bucks will get you a 100 milliliter bottle, depending on if you get it from a discount or online, or if you find it in the rack store. Because in the rack stores, 20 bucks on a 50 ml. It's absolutely worth it. I see them all the time at Ross Dress for Less. They show up at Marshall's and TJ Maxx as well, Burlington, Belk's, all these different places. It's very easy to find. This is a must-have. Date nights, evenings, fall days at work, nice cool days at work. It's a beautiful fragrance. And if you haven't checked it out, I urge you, get your hands on a bottle of F Black from Salvatore Ferragamo. Well guys, that's the 10. I wanted to cover 10 more cheapies for fall for you guys. And this video has come to an end. Until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these do you already have? How many of these are new to you? How many of these have you been wanting to try? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these 10, you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.